Hey you guys, this is day 2, video 2 of my 4-video series, 4-day series. That's what I'm calling it. It is about being spiritual, living in the world today. I know it's crazy living in this world. I feel it all around me. I see it all around me. I see a lot of people complaining and saying, oh my God, what are we going to do? Well, here's the thing. You're going to do you. That's what you do. You don't do anybody else but you, because you are your own universe. So I did my first video about rituals that I do every day that keeps me into me, embody on myself, and don't worry about the world outside. Because yes, the world outside can affect us if we allow it. So it's kind of up to you. Now, if you're a spiritual being, which you are, and you believe it like me, I believe we are a soul in a body, and we're just using this body while we're here, and we have to be in the body, unfortunately. So we go through pain, we go through nervousness, we go through all the things. So that's why we have the rituals. So the rituals are like my last video about, meditation, calming, being quiet, journaling, and praying, stuff like that. Now today's video is about grounding. And I want to explain grounding a little bit different maybe than everybody else. I've heard a lot of people ground, go on the earth, put your feet on the earth. Absolutely. I do that all the time. But also grounding in your body, being grounded. A lot of us that do meditation, we're up in the realms of God and heaven, and we feel like we're in another realm, and we're like if you get a Reiki session or you do what is it, angel healing, you can feel like you're in space, like, oh wow, yes, true. And it feels amazing. It's like you're on drugs, and that's where we want to be, not on drugs, but feel amazing all the time. But we also have to ground in our body, and if we can align this both together, that's when we manifest everything we want. Because if we're just manifesting up here in the woo-woo, then it's staying up here. But we have to manifest it in here, not our mind, like in our bodies, and then it comes out. So we have to embody the things that we want. So my grounding is making sure I'm in my body, checking my breathing, make sure I'm breathing in my stomach, not in my chest. Chest breathing is like, oh my God, let's hurry up, I gotta go, I'm gonna go. But belly breathing is like, I'm calm. And it tells your nervous system that you are calm. It tells your body, well, she's calm. So it kind of tells your brain, well, she's calm. So, have you ever been to somebody's house and like somebody came to the house the other day and said, I just want to go to sleep here. It's because it's calm. It's not, let's hurry up and do stuff. It's like calm, and let's go to sleep, let's relax. And like I have candles, and I have 528 hertz going on. I have all this stuff to make me feel calm, and also in my body. I will literally stop in the middle of the day and say, how are you feeling, body? Because we will go all day. Have you did this? I'm sure you have. So you're like, go every day, go all day, you're rushing and you're doing all kinds of things. And then you get home and you're like, oh my God, my back. Like you have ignored your back all day. You did not stop and say, okay, my back's hurting. What should I do now? Maybe it was just resting for 5 minutes. Maybe it was just breathing deeper. We get away from ourselves, get away from our body, and just keep going, keep going. Now, there is times to do that, like if somebody's chasing you or somebody's killing you, if you're in an emergency situation, you're not going to be in your body. You're going to be like, get the hell out. But if you're just going through the day, like taking the kids to school, going to work, sitting at your desk at work, you can take 2 minutes and be like, how are you feeling? Because if you're rushing through the day, you do not know how your body's feeling, because you're just on the hamster wheel. You're just going and going and going. So it's very important to ground in the morning when you get up with the routine and fill up your cup. So now you feel like amazing. And then when you go out, and then everybody wants something from you, because they will, they do. And then you take 5 minutes and say, I'm just going to sit here for 5 minutes in my body and just feel how your body's feeling. And you can also do this when you need to make decisions. Like, I do this a lot. I always, like, I'm going to take this new medicine, mostly vitamins because I don't really take medicine, but I'll say, does this feel good to my body? And I'll do muscle testing, which we're not going to get in that today. But it also, the more you're in your body and more grounded to your body will tell you if the medicine's okay, if the vitamin's okay, if the situation's okay. You know, you've been to situations and you're like, oh my God, I don't feel right. That's your body. But we'll do this. Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. My stomach hurts. I don't think I should go in there. Well, just don't worry about it. Just go ahead. And then something really bad happens. Your body's trying to tell you something every day. That's why we get sick. And I do too. I get sick. I get a stomach ache. I get my arm hurt, my leg hurt. I get all kinds of stuff. I get in car accidents. I mean, I've died 3 times. I mean, yeah, I have to be hit upside the head by the universe to be able to hear what my body's saying. But you have to be able to do it. If you want to become in alignment, that's why I'm doing this 4-part series, is because if you want to come into an alignment to get what you really want out of your life, then you have to meet all this together so you can be calm. Now, none of this stuff that I am saying could be true for you. You might want to find your own ritual. You might not want to meditate like me. You might want to go for a walk and meditate. You might paint. If you're a painter, or you do whatever your favorite thing to do is, and you could do it all day, and you know, that's meditation. That's being in the flow. That's being in your body. That's being in your higher self. That's being in the amazement and the bliss of your life. I have painted. I love to paint, so I'll paint stuff and I'll just get the answer to something and I'm like, wow. Also, when I sleep, I always ground before I sleep. I literally do this with my knees. I go like this with my knees and ground myself, because when I go to sleep, we're going out here in different realms. When we go to sleep, that's why we're dreaming and we're like seeing this one, seeing that one. Oh, I went to Paris last night. Because your soul is actually leaving your body and going wherever, and then it'll come back. I know you think it's your brain, but your brain never leaves. It's your soul. Your soul. So anyway, that's my video today. You need to ground. There's so many things you can do to ground. And you know, I want you to take the opportunity to look up and see what grounding is, what grounding you can do. Mine is walking outside. Mine is feeling my body, like feeling my arms. Asking myself, how do I feel right now? And some days I don't do it, you guys. I don't do it either. So we have to bring ourselves back to awareness and say, okay, how am I feeling? That's why we have to ask. We have to breathe. So I do a lot of breathing, and I do dancing. I dance, I move around, so I'm in my body. Anything to be in your body is what we're talking about right now. Grounding means being in your body. So if you want to manifest something, you have to embody it. That's why they always say, well, act like you've already been there. Like you want to move somewhere, act like you're already there. You want to be a millionaire, act like you're already a millionaire. Because you have to embody it before you can be it. But the first part of it is just being in your body. Because once you can, the more you can be in your body and know what your body's saying to you, speaking to you, then you'll know how to manifest it. You'll know how to bring it in, because you'll be able to feel how it feels. You'll be able to feel the way to bring it in, the way to see it in your mind, in your meditation, in your journaling. You have to feel it to bring it in. So if you write down, I want to be a millionaire, you actually have to embody and feel the emotions of being a millionaire. What would that feel like for you? Because being a millionaire for me would be like walking down the beach, watching my grandkids run down the beach. I love the beach. You know, not anybody having any problems with money. I could just give them whatever I could or would, however that goes for me, that just things that I would do. But somebody's $1 million, manifestation might be, I'm going to own a business and 14 million, I'm going to hire all these people. I don't want that. I've been in that situation where, do you want this and you can have this? And I'm like, oh, hold on. I want $1 million, but I don't want all that. So my $1 million is going to look different than you, and I'm going to embody my peace, love on the beach, and still be able to have $1 million without all of hiring, 14 people and having to keep up a business. But if that's you, that's you. This is all about you guys. I'm just saying what I do, and then you take on your own practices. You find your own way of grounding, because I'm just saying what I do to manifest everything that I get. And I don't tell everybody exactly what I manifest, but I manifest a lot. And I manifest stuff out of thin air, free, and I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars free, not just, a coffee. It's big things. Maybe later I'll tell, but right now I just think that the most important message is the rituals, the practices, the embodiment of what you want. So, this is what I do. That doesn't mean you have to do it, but you find your own grounding thing, because everybody has something different, you guys. But these are mine, and this is something, and you might try them, and you might love them, and this might be your thing. I love to walk. I will walk my dog outside barefooted for the whole walk. I don't even take shoes. Some people might not like that. A lot of people don't like their feet on the ground. I love it. So it's all up to you guys. But thank you so much, and tomorrow I'll be back with another video. Love you.